dogs and nachos are sold in a football game. If the number of hot dogs sold was 7 less than 2 times the number of nachos, write a mathematical sentence that relates the number of hot dogs and nachos. Let H represent the number of hot dogs and N represent the number of nachos. So how can I write an expression about the hot dog here? Well, they told me the hot dogs sold was 7 less than 2 times the number of nachos. So H is the number of hot dog. It's 7 less than 2 times the number of nachos. And here is my expression. Okay. Now part B, a hot dog costs $2.50 and nachos cost $1.50. If $307.50 was collected, write a mathematical equation that represents this information. So each hot dog costs $2.50. $2.50 for each hot dog. Well, I have H hot dogs. H is the number of hot dogs. And $1.50 for every nachos. How many nachos do I have? I let N represent the number of nachos. The sum of money collected from these two equal to the total, which is total money collected, which is $307.50. So this is one equation, and here another equation. I have a system of linear equation. H equal to n minus 7 and 2.5 or 2.50 H plus 1.50 n equal to 307.50. And this is my system of linear equation. To find out the number of nachos and the number of hot dogs, you need to solve it somehow. Either use a substitution method or the elimination method. You also may want to get rid of the decimal, multiply by 10. You don't need to multiply by 100 because 10, that would get rid of the decimals. It is up to you how you choose to solve, but let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and use the substitution method. I'm going to replace H in the second equation with 2n minus 7. So I get 250 times H, which is 2n minus 7, plus 1.50 n equal to 307.50. Now let's go ahead and solve. 2.50 times 2, that's 5n, minus 2.50 times 7, that would give us 17.5, plus 1.50 n equal to 307.50. Now let's add n, combine like terms here. 5n plus 1.50 n, that's 6.50 n, minus 17.5 equal to 307.50. Now I need to add 17.50 on both sides, or 17.5, whatever you like to use this. So you're gonna have to add that to 307.50, and that should give you 325. So let's go ahead and write it down here. 6.50 or 6.5 n, whatever you like. I'm going to change it to 6.5 n. This cancels, equal to 325. Now you divide both sides by 6.5, and then you would get the number of nachos sold. So n is equal 50. So 50 nachos were sold in that football game. Now we solved for n. Now we can solve for h. H is the number of hot dog. I can use this equation, but I would strongly recommend you using this one. You just plug it in here and you get h. So h is 2 times n, that's 2 times 50, minus 7. So that's 100 minus 7, which is 93. So there were 93 hot dogs sold, and 50 nachos sold. During that football game.